Hey guys, it's Mental Health Month, and I know I say that at the start of every video this month, but it's Mental Health Month. And guess what I have with today? My very first poetry book. It's the story of Sia, told in the form of poems. I also have a novel which is sort of an experience in Sia's life where she goes through therapy. So I think if you want to read this or that, you can go to Musa Saga's website. It's available there. I'll link them down below. But today I want to talk about writing anxiety. Now, Hello Future Me has a great video on writing mental health infection. You should definitely check that out. I will link that down below as well. But when it comes to writing anxiety, I have found repetition is a useful technique. Please use trigger warnings when writing anxiety. Please do not romanticize or villainize mental illness. But if you're writing anxiety, I feel repetition is a very good technique because anxiety is, in my experience, like my personal experience with anxiety, just the same thought being repeated in your head again and again till it becomes a spiral that you go down to till you cannot rationally think your way out of that. In Hindi, we have this word, it's called chakravyu, and that's what I want to use. Till out of that labyrinth, right? So, yes, the poem I'm gonna just give me a moment to find the poem I want to use to show how I use representation to write anxiety. It's called A Session with My Therapist. It's on page 148. And yes, I'm going to read out a little bit. And trigger warning for mental health, for anxiety. So please, if this kind of content disturbs you, makes you uncomfortable, you do not have to engage with it. You can totally watch something else. And so one thing I use is a lot of italics in my writing. I use it to show the internal thought process of the character or the overthinking thoughts compared to what they are conveying. So this poem starts with anxiety is an always rocking back and forth. Sometimes it's driving your mind wild and questioning everything under the sun. Everything in your life you know to be certain. And yet, are they? Do they love me? Do I love them? Are they right for me? Maybe I should leave them, but I don't want to. Or do I and just can't accept the need to? You never question friends, and yet you question teachings. What if I like them as more than? Selfish, manipulative, am I on the right career? Does it even matter? Am I destined to be a failure? I can't breathe. Wait, I can. Attention seeking. Screaming, crying. If I need the pills, do I? Does knowing it's true make it worse? Am I wasting my life away? And then I repeat this part with anxiety again, like in bold, where I say, someone get me those goddamn pills. And then there is a part again which goes, am I wasting their time? Like I'm wasting mine? Am I even worth it? Useless, hurting everyone, seeking attention, manipulative. So you see, there's not the repetition of the same sentence again and again. It's not repetition in the traditional ways. It's a repetition of ideas, and poetry usually has that. But what it does is it creates a sense, especially using italics to show those, it creates a sense of distorted reality between what's actually happening versus what the character is thinking. And then look at it. There's just in italics again and again, there is self bashing, as my best friend calls it. It's like manipulative, attention seeking, and then later there is ungrateful. Why am I so dependent? Why am I always overthinking? Am I even real? And then again, seeking attention, manipulative. So, and questioning again and again. Do I even have it? Do I even need those pills? That repetition of that idea, that repetition of that questioning, the repetition of the negative self thoughts about the character shows how strongly the character is feeling those thoughts, and it can show anxiety. So, this is how I use repetition to convey anxiety. See ya.